Hi everyone, welcome back. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back with another unexpected late afternoon live video. I know. I haven't been live as much, but things are still on. Feel free to connect with me via email. You will see it under the video. I read your emails. I'm slightly behind, but today's video is inspired by the email I got, and I thought it would be a good video to make today. So, um, the topic of today is, how do you know that you are ready for a new relationship after a breakup? Meaning, how do you know when your heart is healed and when you are ready for something new? I feel that there are two extremes. Some people, kind of polar extremes. Some people, they haven't even break up officially, or their bed is still warm from the other person, but they are already out there. They are at the clubs, at the bars, on the dating websites. They immediately trying to fill the void and basically grab somebody real quick, so they have no time to think about things, no time to process, to kind of put things in order, and maybe even no time to grieve. Because if somebody meant to you something, you definitely have the grieving process, or you process the sadness, the good, the bad. Some people, this is just their style. They don't want to be left alone. They cannot be by themselves for an hour. They don't want to think or analyze or learn something from the breakup or from the relationships that ended. So they immediately, like a drug, jumping into new relationships. Not even relationships, but most likely just I think they call it rebound in US, or just one night stands or whatever. So that's one extreme. The other extreme is that when the person takes years, to process things, to go to counselors, therapists, life coaches, and they dwell and dwell and dwell for so long that it's really sad also, because this is a time, so they actually adding the time that is lost, even though I would not call lost time. When you were in a relationship with somebody, you had some experiences, good and bad, don't necessarily call it a lost time, but let's say that era had ended with certain person, and there are people that they would still analyze, overanalyze, and give themselves too much time, being too much into in their heads, not enjoying, basically adding more to what is gone, and taking an opportunity to just enjoy life, not suggesting jumping into the one night stands or anything like this. But it's just very sad when people decide that because it didn't work with that one person, they keep going through the events and thinking what I could have done, what it should have been. They're looking on Instagrams their new girlfriend or their new boyfriend. So anyway, yes, I'm an overthinker too, Jake, but you know it's we all different, right? You're never gonna be like the person near you. But this is sometimes, I'm making this video for those people that may be in one of these situations. So what is now the question is, so what do you do? Is there like a sign? You wake up in the morning and you get a note in your email or your mailbox: hi, now you are ready to date. You're fully prepared. You're 100% on. You can go and look for a new relationship. Is there like official stamp or official letter from God, from universe, or I don't know, from some bot on the internet? Probably not. So I don't. believe that they're exactly perfect timing or the one size fits all. But let's talk about a few things that can help us to define, when it's a good idea to start to engaging with somebody and having a, having a good time first of all, catching yourself enjoying things rather than counting how many stripes are on the other table, right? Or going to a date just to say, you know what, I am still ho ho ho, I'm still, I still got it, so I went on a date. And sometimes uh, it's best not to go on a particular date. So I want to discuss that with you guys. I do not have a lot of time at this moment. I may do part two, but welcome everybody. Thank you, Bill, for joining. Hello, Lance. Good to see you. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Jake. Good to see you guys. So write in the chat, what do you think from your opinion, what are the subtle signs that you're kind of ready to mingle again, you're kind of ready to open up again, you're kind of ready to connect again? I would say my first thoughts would be, this is the moment when you don't exude or don't spit poison around you. Poison, it means negativity, generalizations about genders, focusing on every negative relationship you ever come across. Just because you dated one man or one woman, this does not put the entire gender in a certain situation, right? Or in a certain category, I'm sorry. So I feel that the first sign is when you no longer want to think about your ex. And when you see your girlfriends, you don't want to talk about him. They want to ask you, but you're like, hey, I don't want to talk about it. I want to think about something else. This is the sign also when you are open to see beautiful things. When you are coming to life, you starting, taking care of yourself again, dressing again, and you had the moment of spitting, get rid of all the negativity and all the pain. Maybe you went to the therapist, maybe you journal it out, maybe you cried it out, whatever you've done. But really, maybe you went to the forest and screamed it out. But I really hope that you take the majority, this main body of pain, and release it in some shape or form, right? You have to first of all release the poison, release the negativity, because very often we meet somebody new and we still hurt by the previous person, and so we poison the relationship with our pains. Okay, I'm gonna get to the point right now. Sorry. I just love when you pour your heart out and somebody comes on the channel and tells me to get to the point. You're gonna get my point, dear friend from India. You already got it, right? So, it is really important to do this work. To let it out however you can, right? To let it out however you can. And then you're looking for something new. You're starting to feel that, you actually have something to give. I want to say this. When you are in midst of divorce, or you are in midst of a separation, or your heart is breaking, you have nothing to give to the other person, to another person. If you were go out and to meet somebody, well, I'm not saying you can't make friends and connections, but there is not much that you can give somebody when you are completely withdrawn, when you're still going through the drama. So after you release it, after you release the poison, the negativity, what happens, you start slowly enjoying what's outside, and you starting to let the positive things in, and the all of a sudden the world does not look so gray and so hopeless. So since you can gain something positive and inspiring, you can give it. You can give it. So the second sign, to my personal opinion, is that you are ready for something new, for new connections, new communication, new romance, is that you start gaining and regaining yourself. You know, your cup of tea is full. So that means that you can share. You have something to give finally. Because when we are going through breakup, when we are going through pain, we do not have anything to give except our pain and frustration. Once again, when you just went through heartbreak and you had, you know, you felt like a thousandth knife of knives in your heart and soul, you probably need a little bit of time to heal the wounds and feel that you can give a smile to somebody, you can give a good conversation, you actually ready to listen to the person that goes on a date with you. You don't care about talking about your ex on a date, and you're looking forward to connection. You want to flirt, you want to be complimented as a woman or as a man. You want to feel again attracted to somebody, you want to feel the closeness, and you feel that once again you don't have the need talking. She's not your therapist. The new lady, new connection, you're not looking for a therapist. You know, some men want to save on a therapist or coach or consultant, and they use their ladies as seen to just dump all of their problems and drama, so they become their therapist. And that is a wrong path to take, let me tell you that. Same as for the ladies. Ladies, if you're listening to me, your new man you're talking to is not a therapist. You know, he's not going to be, he's not going to be, he didn't apply for that position. All right? So, what is the third? What would I say would be the third one? I think it's when you're focusing on the future. When you're no longer living in the past, you catch yourself in the present, wondering about the future. You starting to think, I don't just want to be in a relationship. I want to feel certain way. I want to have certain experiences. I want to be in this healthy environment. And you can imagine and feel and project and visualize something in the future. All right? So, this is my main 3 points for now. Yes, that you are in the moment. You are no longer, thinking and looking at his gifts. I say throw away his gifts, or give them away. Try to change everything, because little things can trigger the past. So as for the man, it's basically the same thing. Make sure no kids are popping when you're making a live show. So, these are the main. We're talking today about mental, emotional aspects. Maybe I'll make part 2 and we'll talk about other aspects like financial and so forth. This is just the mental aspects of this. All right. All right, let me say hi to everyone who joined. Hi, Double K. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, H777. I'm glad you find this positive. Thank you. um, protect your happiness is good, but I think that first of all you need to gain that happiness, because usually after you go through a breakup you are broken, you are on the ground usually, not always, but usually you are withdrawn. I'm not saying again, to cut your social connections and all of that. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. As I started this videos, there are always two extremes. Some people jump immediately to multiple people or one person, and they just kind of like get them like that, just to try to hold on to somebody, not because they feel something towards them, but because it's a great escape from their own pain. And some people wait years and decades, too long on being in this, in being too isolated and too being lonely or being isolated from communication. Not necessarily, I'm not talking about chasing people on dating apps, but just giving yourself an opportunity to just enjoy life a little. And sometimes people struggle and analyze for another 10 years, which is not good. And the thing is, you're not waiting for anything, you're living life. Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much for the lovely super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. My favorite stickers. I appreciate the gesture, and I hope you're enjoying this topic. We will talk about more aspects, or maybe we won't. I'm not gonna promise you. Apologize, I got a little bit disturbed because of the little interruption of the show, but I hope that I gave you my main points, and that you will do the work you need to do. I do think it's important to release the tension, the anxiety, the frustration, the pain, the disappointment. But only you know when you breathe with your full chest and your heart don't hurt. Don't try to take one pill from another pill, even though many dating coaches advise, okay, get another one. It's true, you should. It depends how long you knew somebody. But if it was long and hard and deep and painful, I personally don't think it's the best idea to get into somebody else, because most likely there's going to be another disappointment, because your judgment, your emotions are all over the place. But the truth is, I'm going to end with this. The truth is only you know. Only you know when you're ready. Only you know when you wake up and you have that little extra energy. Only you know when you are ready to engage with somebody. Only you know when you no longer feel the pain. You no longer feel the need to talk about it. You took it out, you released it, and yeah, you may have a scar, you may have this or that, but you really want to focus on now and tap into the future. That is my best observation, is that when you're ready to be in the now and tapping, looking forward, anticipating the future, and having visions and pictures of what you are looking for in future. So if you didn't have a chance, if I didn't, if I wasn't able to address your message, you can write and share something under the video. Mental health is super important. I totally agree. Yeah, well, I have so many videos about finances. I don't even know if I'll talk about this, because we have a lot of talking about the financial side. This is more about mental and emotional side today. But we shall see. So thank you so much for joining the stream. I appreciate that. Um, if you have questions, ideas, um, please share them. You can share them under the video. You can send me an email, consultveronica@gmail.com. I'm always glad to hear from you, and I hope that the person that was requested. Oh, I need to put bubbles for my super chat today. Thank you. Um, if you, what was I saying? I distracted myself. Anyway, I hope the person that sent me this question, and I get a lot of these questions. You know, people go starting going out and going to different websites, but a lot of these people just doing this out of desperation, just to kind of like fast food, just to fill up their hungers. They avoid their emptiness inside. I personally do not think that that is the best solution. um, this is the time for quality work on yourself. It's not time for fillers. um, it's a good time to give yourself time to feel better and do better. So with that being said, I truly hope it did help. And remember, not the best psychologist in the world, the best coach in the world knows your heart as much as you know it. So you need to trust yourself. You need to regain that connection with you. You know how sometimes, yes, you know, people can suggest, people can recommend. Some of them may find something that you have not thought of. Yes, that's why you're going to talk to people. But remember, if you are hurting, and but somebody tells you, "Oh, you're fine, you're ready, or you're okay," uh, you have your feelings, your heart. You don't have to report on it to nobody, but make sure that you are listening to your own heart, whether you are a man, a woman, a person of the universe, any human of the universe. Nobody else knows your heart better than you do. Remember that. So act accordingly. Thank you so very much, guys, for being here. And I hope to see you very soon. I will post some links below how you can reach me. Send me an email. You can join Patreon. You can join my Facebook page as well. And if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Thank you so much. And good night.